Kalimera! Today you join us in Assos. We love coming to this place. Now most people come to see the beautiful village behind us around the bay there, but we like to come here for the Venetian Fortress at the top of the hill. Amen. Now, it's a long walk to the top of the fortress, so it's a good idea to start off early. Indeed, we've usually done this in May or October, never in September, so we'll see how we get on. Brought plenty of water. We did mean to leave earlier, but we didn't really factor in how long it would take us to drive here. So it's now 10:30. We had hoped to be here at 9, so lesson, always check the journey time, especially here in Kefalonia where you have to go around so many roads around the mountains. It's not a simple case of going from A to B. There's a weather warning today for a storm from about midday, so we'll keep you updated. You can probably see the clouds on the mountains behind me. As you can see, plenty of people make this route. There are actually 2 ways up to the fortress, but we always take this nice, simple, easy way up the paved ramp. But there is a more adventurous way, which we keep saying we're going to do, but we haven't yet. Trying to stick to the shady bits as we make our way up next to the trees, but it's warm. You can smell the pine trees, almost taste them. As you can see, there's still a distance to go. There's the more adventurous route, and back is the easier paved route. Ooh, which should we take? I think we're going to take the scenic route. Come on. At the moment we're in plenty of shade, so hopefully we've made the right choice. This is probably my 4th visit to Assos now, and we've never come this way. The scenery is beautiful and you can hear the sea. Let's hope it continues to be really positive, not like that Assos walk a few weeks ago. Just look at the colours in that water. We're out in the sun now and going uphill. Oh, I swear this is not easy, but it will be worth it. I know. Thank goodness we're about to go around a switchback and we'll be facing the other way into the sun. Cook my front instead of my back. I don't think I've sweated so much in my entire life. Next time I complain about it being warm in Britain, remind me to watch this video. It's worth it for the views. Thank goodness this path does take us to where I believed it would. There's a gate here in the wall near some of the old prison buildings. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later. Might just take a quick rest in this blessed shade here. There's Nikki's heart rate. It's been a tough climb. Obviously the heat has made it a lot worse. There's a beautiful breeze coming through this door frame. Oh, thank you, Zeus. A few clips back you might have seen a water pipe, and I'm assuming behind me is the cistern that stored the water. Time to sit down, enjoy the breeze and have a drink, I think. So Assos was a Venetian fortress, although actually, so I've been told, much of it was kind of fake, a bit like the British used blow-up tanks to try and fool Nazi bombers. This was the same. It was built here mostly for pirates to protect the town of Assos, and a lot of the battlements and defences were actually not as thick as they should be. It was all for show. I also mentioned that it's been used for multiple things over the years, including a prison, and what you can see now on the drone footage, I believe, was a museum or some kind of cultural centre. It's quite hard to find out what it once was, and it's quite an eerie place, so we're going to go and have a look around that now. And then further on in the top of the island here, there's an old deserted village. These cobbles are not especially easy to walk on because they're not very flat. There's huge gaps between each stone, and then the cement work, it's not flat at all. So the first time we came here, we came across these buildings, didn't really have a clue what they were. And we have tried to find out, but it's quite difficult. But it appears it was some kind of a complex that was intended to be a museum, a cultural centre, and possibly, I think, a hotel. I am assuming that while they were building it, it was during the crash and they simply ran out of money, but I don't know that for a fact. You might be able to see a goat straight ahead. Also a big hole in the ground here, there's a line. The first time I came here I walked straight into that. I was lucky I didn't break my leg. Also around here, I'm assuming that these are parts of the old village, or maybe the prison that was up here for a short while. Up here on the top of Assos there was a village, and then presumably it was deserted mostly after the earthquake in 1953, which caused a lot of devastation across the island. It might also have been because the prison was put here and people were forced out, but there were some families that were steadfast and remained up here till the 1980s. And what's really interesting about all the goats is I find myself wondering, are they the only villagers left? I think they may have stopped now, but someone's playing the church bell. When we get there, there's another sad, poignant, but really interesting thing to talk about. I'm not going to show you their graves out of respect, but there are 3 people who were buried here in 1985 and 1986, and presumably they requested to be buried here as this was the place where they were born, even if they were forced to leave. Very poignant. There's still more to see. We could carry on walking, but it's getting really hot now, and there is meant to be this storm, although it's not looking very likely at the moment, but I guess they can come in pretty quickly from the sea. So we're heading back because there's still actually plenty to see. Right, we're back at the archway, the possible prison building, and now we're going to carry on. We're going to go to the main gatehouse. I might have said this in a previous video, but this hat isn't just important for the sun, but being such a big one, quite often walking to low-hanging branches and things, and it just saves my scalp. If you're wearing sandals, make sure you pick your feet right up or your toes get caught on all bits of the cobbles. Under no circumstances wear flip-flops. Looks like some shortcut stairs, but I think we'll take the longer route. One big decision this morning was what to bring with us. Do I bring all my gear in my backpack with plenty of water? Or do we travel light with some water? And we went with the travel light, and there's not a lot left. We do have more water in the car there, but it's still a long way to go. Just heard a bit of a rumble. Is it the storm coming? As you can see, we've made it to the gatehouse, and we've just had a bit of a planning committee. There were a few other bits to look at, but our water supplies are getting low, so we're gonna head down. But don't worry, it's not over yet. There's still plenty to see. So if you want to go and see the battlements that I videoed, just go up the side here and you can stand on top of where I was filming, and then you keep going that way and it will take you to those battlements. This route down feels like it's taking forever. And we're back where we chose the more scenic route. I would recommend the more scenic route without a shadow of a doubt. And that's the end of our adventure today. We were going to have a little swim here, but we're shattered, we're thirsty, we're hungry. We're going to head back for the comforts of our apartment and have a swim in the pool. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it. And if you have already liked and subscribed to my channel, thank you very much for coming back. You take care. Bye.